Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my Thursday and Friday Let's Play of Paper Mario 64. Now, here's the thing. I had to condense it like this because of the fact that there's two gaping black spots. So I filled them up with my, border. Either way, Paper Mario holds a lot to my heart, primarily because my sister was the one that introduced me to Paper Mario in the first place, along with a lot of other games. But this one particularly was one of my favorites in the N64. Primarily, how fun Super Mario RPG really was, and this one was kind of a spiritual successor, more importantly, due to the fact of Bowser's personality in this game is absolutely phenomenal. And speaking of Bowser, he just taped Kammy Koopa on the storybook, just like, here, I'm putting some duct tape right here. Yeah, I'm the one who did it. It was me. But, all jokes aside, as funny as Bowser is, this is by far the most intimidating presence in the Paper Mario series that he has had in the entirety of the series. He is far more intimidating here than what he is in Thousand Year Door, because he's barely relevant. He's definitely more intimidating in Sticker Star, and I mean, Bowser was just comic relief in Super Paper Mario. And as for the others, I haven't gotten to Origami King, and I've never played Color Splash. Never. So, basically speaking, Sticker Star was the last one I've played, and needless to say, the Bowser there is just absolutely absurd compared to the Bowser here. The Bowser there, he has this no personality, he just shows up, kidnaps the princess, is gone. Here? Bruh, he just made an epic entrance, ruined a story time, and more importantly, if you see this... Oh, just for the record, before I continue, if you see pauses like that, unfortunately, my controller for my PC has the tendency to inadvertently activate the Switch... No, not the Switch, the Steam page. And for some reason, I can't get rid of that whatsoever, because it's not tied to my Xbox controller. No, I'm using an N64 controller in case you're wondering. But for some reason, any other controller aside from Xbox all of a sudden activates the Steam page. Now, if somebody could tell me how to stop that, that would be awesome. But for now, we're gonna have to also go back and fix the configuration, because the configuration's all messed up. Fantastic. But, like I was saying, this by far was one of Bowser's most intimidating presence. We know he's in charge, we know he's the man to beat, and in a Paper Mario... Okay, let me try this again. In an RPG standard, with Bowser being the boss, pretty much setting the stage, it's actually pretty cool. And this scene with Luigi reading a letter inviting, with the princess inviting him on some endeavor, is repeated in Thousand Year Door. The only difference is Luigi didn't show up in Thousand Year Door until, like, certain parts where he talks about his quest in the Waffle Kingdom. So both Luigi and I will be going straight to Princess Toadstool's castle, or should I say Peach's castle. But whatever the case, get used to Toad Town, cause that's gonna be your main hub world, and that hub world will be going through multiple places. And yeah, sometimes the emulator is gonna slow down. I'm just gonna say that right now. It's gonna slow down, it's gonna cause some problems. On top of the fact that my controller is, for some reason, every time I press start, it always goes to the Steam menu, which is annoying. So, we could talk to people here, and all these people you're going to meet, well, most of them anyway, you're going to meet throughout the adventure. Some of them will actually be in different areas, others, well, after the events that happen, they'll be somewhere else. Tasty, get used to her, because she is going to be the key to you actually surviving this game. Plain and simple. Just like Zesty in the previous game, because by the way, I did 1000 Year Door before I did Paper Mario. And that's because my N64 no longer works, and I have Paper Mario for the N64! What can I say? It's just if one thing's not breaking on me, something's doing something else. And those girls, you'll see them again. They'll be all around the areas that you're going to be going to. And by the way, that door, don't worry about that. That will be of importance later on. Oh, trust me. This game will make every place just about significant. Whether it leads you to a dead end or whether it basically leads you to plot, it'll make every place significant. And they went hard, absolutely hard on the soundtrack of this game. I gotta say, Paper Mario has my favorite soundtrack. Even though 1000 Year Door has some really good tracks too, and so does Super Paper Mario, this is my favorite, bar none, hands down. And there's the slowdown. I can't help that. I really can't. It's gonna happen a lot. So, with that said, we just gotta keep going, because all those doors, again, they won't be useful for anything until later. Oh, all these trainees, oh, they aren't gonna be worth anything in about a couple of minutes the moment I get up these stairs. Oh boy, let me assure you. But folks, there is a reason why I chose this game. Like I said, it is probably one of my favorite games in the series, but more importantly, it's probably going to be a shorter game. And now, we are pretty much done with the actual walking around. Because now we're about to get into a battle, because after all, it's just not a Mario game without Bowser attempting to kidnap Peach and actually succeeding. Dude, if somebody literally somehow, someway built a castle underneath mine and just usurped it like this, I probably would fire most of the guards, because somebody knows what the hell happened. Like, more along the lines of somebody knows how in God's green earth Bowser managed to sneak his castle into the sewer area or something like that to just uproot the castle. But I gotta say, this is ingenious. But there's some guards that need to be fired, especially if they don't know that Bowser just uprooted the castle. And not only that, he put the castle right in the middle of space. So, this ain't the first time, well actually this is the first time that Bowser's castle basically was in the middle of, well, floating in the air. No, actually let me rephrase that, this is the second time. The first time was Super Mario RPG, sorry about that. Cause, Exor pretty much had the castle floating and there was no way to get there except for a chute that was made by Star Road. Now the same thing can be said here, however it's going to be a little bit different. But for right now we've got other things to worry about. Like for instance, we got a boss battle and it's Bowser. You think it's going to end the way it did in Super Mario RPG with Bowser getting his butt kicked, right? well, you're in for a rude awakening. Well, at first, it's gonna seem simple. And by the way, I should note, I was like a moron pressing B because, oh right, I was so used to Super Guard. One of the things that's not in this game. And I gotta tell you, not having Super Guard is, it really is something to get used to. But timed hits, I would say, they will be of something, basically. They will be available later on in the game, basically. But for now, bear witness to the Star Rod that he so totally did not jack from Kirby. But that Star Rod literally gave Bowser invincibility. And this man literally just told me to take some vitamins and say my prayers. But if you think that Bowser's just doing this here for a unwinnable battle, bruh, we still got 8 chapters to do. By the way, this is the prologue. So yeah, hope you get strong by the time you get there, because Bowser's no joke at the end of the game. Although I'll make him into one, Bowser's no joke. And that is no joke either. Legitimately just burnt this man for 10 damage. See, I told you, menacing. This is as menacing as Bowser gets. Because it only gets less menacing from Thousand Year Door onward. Bro, he even struck him with lightning after he burned him. Bro. Mario got his butt whooped. Far worse than Samus did against Ridley. So with that said, as Mario floats down to the, Earth below, we now legitimately start Paper Mario. And folks, let me assure you, this is going to be one wild adventure. And to start off with the prologue, a plea from the stars. Oh yeah. We're in the middle of nowhere, looking like Yoshi's Island, to be honest with you. That's exactly what this looks like. Well, now we get to be introduced to the Star Spirits. Considering that the Star Spirits are going to be your MacGuffins, they are also going to be very, very helpful. Well, I think save for one. But all the rest of them, they are really damn helpful. They could come in a pinch and probably make sure that the battle gets turned in your favor. Now, all of them together will definitely turn the tide on Bowser, most definitely. But for now, we gotta get him first. More importantly, we gotta get up, because after all, Bowser did burnt us, electrocuted us, having us falling straight down several stories onto the ground. So yeah, the most they could do is actually heal me. Get used to that, because once we get our first Star Spirit, oh boy, you are going to be abusing them Star Spirits as much as you can. A lot. So, with that said, we meet up with Goombaria. Some pretty interesting things about this. Goombaria, despite having a shade of pink that would later be used for Goombella, she doesn't have an archaeologist hat like Goombella does. But whatever the case, we've got pretty much an entire family of Goombas doing what they can to rescue Mario. And L-Star is here to tell us something very, very important. That the Mushroom Kingdom got abducted with Peach still in the castle. Bowser has the Star Rod, and now we gotta go to Shooting Star Summit in order to meet the Star Spirits, in order for them to actually do what they can to help us out. But at least we got up. And by the way, like visions and spirits constantly showing up while you're trying to sleep. If anybody remembers my Paper Mario RPG Let's Play, that happened a lot. Primarily from those group of baddies that were actually pretty friendly guys, but at the exact same time, they had a challenge for you to jump multiple times using the multi-jump. That's way long ago. And I may have to end up redoing Paper Mario. No, yeah, not Paper Mario, Super Mario RPG. I'm doing Paper Mario right now. What the hell am I thinking? Anyway, I may have to do Super Mario RPG because the quality of the video is nowhere near as good as like when I normally put out. Like, instead of being like 780p or something like that, whatever the quality of the video was. And also my microphone was terrible too. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I do believe we're done here, and in the next episode of Paper Mario, we're going to step out of the house and meet the Goomba family. This is RVMan985. Peace out, and take care.